Hello there, space friends. I am the astronomy correspondent, Emma, and welcome back to another week on the Space Coast. For those of you who are in the job market in the aerospace sector, you might want to check out ULA and SpaceX, as recently big moves are being made in the Space Coast, and maybe bringing a lot more talent and jobs to it as facilities expansions are being planned for future spaceflight developments. This is also in anticipation to the economic movements that this will bring to the Space Coast and how it may offer job security and relief to a steadily growing industry. I am Emma, and this is your Space Pod for June 24th, 2025. Let's start with SpaceX, which is making its largest physical investment yet on the Space Coast with a $1.8 billion infrastructure expansion. This will include two major new facilities, both tied to the company's ability to advancing Starship launch systems. The first is the Gigabay, a high-capacity Starship assembly and integration building planned for Launch Complex 39A at Kennedy Space Center. This massive structure will serve as the East Coast's counterpart to SpaceX's Starbase facility in Texas, supporting a full-scale vehicle build and rapid turnaround capability for orbital missions. The second part of the expansion is a new Starship launch pad at Space Launch Complex 37, or SLC-37 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. This site, once home to the Delta IV program, was just demolished on June 12th. This is a sad day in space, as this legacy launch pad supported many spacefaring endeavors and rockets, the Delta IV Heavy and the Delta IV Medium, which were the most majestic of all launchers. The retirement of these rockets lowered launch opportunities and cut the NASA workforce down significantly. But will SpaceX's Starship provide a new net gain of opportunities? This all depends on the number of launches per year it will actually have, as well as some other unknowns. Additionally, this site will also support landings, as they have been successfully performing in Texas, which was transformed into a fully outfitted Starship launch and landing complex. Combined, these projects are expected to bring over 600 new full-time jobs to Brevard County by 2030. If you're willing to get started in a career in space, this initiative will offer roles in space welding, precision machining, composite fabrication, avionics systems, GSE or ground support equipment, and launch operations. Both sites are currently under environmental and FAA review, but early construction planning is already underway. This expansion solidifies Florida as a central hub for SpaceX's long-term Starship operations, especially as the company continues to gear up support for the Artemis launch flights and future interplanetary missions. Over in Titusville, United Launch Alliance is moving forward with its new infrastructure expansion, a new 225,000 square foot manufacturing facility that will support its next generation Vulcan and Centaur launch systems and other national defense programs. This new facility will serve as a high-tech integration and production site, including precision, fabrication, final assembly, and subsystems integration. The plant is expected to be operational by 2027, and ULA has stated it will bring more than 300 new high-skilled jobs to the region, with an average annual wage of $89,000 annually. The site is part of ULA's strategy to modernize and consolidate operations in Florida, streamlining its supply chain and reducing the need for long-distance part transport across states. In addition, the location supports Florida's growing identity as a vertically integrated aerospace ecosystem, not just a launch site, but a full build-to-launch pipeline, all within driving distance of the pad. So for students, engineers, machinists, and technicians across Central Florida, these expansions represent more than new buildings. They're an open door to the next generation of space careers. So until then, this has been Emma with the Orbital Edge News. Stay curious, stay grounded, and as always, keep your eyes on the skies.